that Flint, Michigan's been going on for years and years. And when I say Flint, Michigan, it's a place, but it's also became sort of an adjective to describe the water situation. It's like that Flint, Michigan situation, what have you. But I seen it firsthand when I went down to Windsor. That's just above the border there of Detroit, Michigan. Flint, I believe, is south of Detroit, is somewhere in central or southern Detroit or what have, or sorry, Michigan or what have you, somewhere around there, right? But it's somewhere, or it might be north. I'm not sure. It might be north too. I'm not sure. But anyways, but just in that one area of Windsor, we were having similar issues with the water. This wasn't just at one place. Different Airbnbs that I went to uh, had issues with the flushing and with the different water and all that, and the backup of the water coming up. And, oh yeah, you know what it was, and it was something quite gruesome. There's a high prostitution rate going on in that whole zone or whatever. I noticed something like I'd never seen. I don't come from a high prostitution area. I'd seen it on National Geographic for years and years. And yada, yada. Anyways, and believe it or not, through my witnessing and whatnot, there's a lot of things that are going down those drains and whatnot, flushing down the toilet, and it's getting stuck. And the sewer system's just all backed up, all the way up to Canada. It's not just in the US, it starts in Canada. The water table, gravity pulls it down, is my theory. My dad's a third or fourth generation plumber, and I apprenticed with him more than a few jobs. So anyway, but I helped my buddy had a problem with it. Well, he didn't have a problem with his pump, like stuff was coming up and yada yada. But this isn't the only place; it's everywhere. But I witnessed one thing, which is quite gruesome, and I don't care to talk. It had to do with prostitution. It had to do with stuff getting stuck in the sewer system. If you can figure that one out. And because I sort of witnessed it in one of these Airbnbs, I never, when you get older, you just start to, and like just like sort of the documentary movies and stuff. Sometimes everything's normal for maybe a day, a night, 2 nights, 3 nights, and then stuff happens, and people come in and what have you. It's no snitching. I'm just saying this is what's wrong with the water. The sewer is backed up to the most disgusting levels. It's worse than Rome, they're saying. It's worse than Rome. I witnessed it down in Windsor. I loved Windsor. That's what this is. And Obama said something about it. He drunk the clean water. I was there and I drunk the clean water from the tap or what have you too or whatever. But I wouldn't do that either because there was tons of backups. You might take an occasional sip. I think that's all that was because there's a lot of hype around that one. A lot of controversy around that sip. I even took maybe a little sip without knowing. And then you start to really, it all adds up. Okay, I was there the 1 or 2 days, didn't notice it. I was staying at this one Airbnb. I'm taking a shower. Lo and behold, out of nowhere, the entire bathroom's flooded from the drain up. Nothing's coming out of the shower. Just everything's just normal shower. Nothing's going, but the drain is so backed up. It was unbelievable. I almost lost 2 of my phones from this. This is just above Michigan, where it all starts at. Because it's not like that here, fortunately. I don't know what's going on down there. And my friend installed a brand new toilet in his house, and then it was having backup issues with that issue. But it's gotten so bad, like insane amounts. I remember even on the street, you could smell the sewer and smell exactly, I could identify exactly who it was that went to the bathroom because that's what it smelled like. Or what? Tap water. Because, like, I love buying bottled water, but who can afford it? You want to be able to just go up to your tap and get unlimited clean water. No, it's still going on. I was just down there in 2020. One place I wasn't even able to flush the toilet. I had to put my used toiletries into a separate garbage bag, it asked. This was a luxurious, expensive sort of. Well, actually, the prices are a lot lower than other areas, and that's why I think. But other than that, I mean, generally I would just get a water bottle or pop bottles or juice or something. And generally I take a hot shower, and that wasn't the problem. Some of the places, even just to get a hot shower or a bath, it was having an issue. But they fixed a lot of it, but it's backed up. It's backed up even up beyond belief. You could smell it throughout the one street in Windsor, and then all the Airbnbs that had the issues, and it reminded me of Flint because I never experienced Flint other than the pictures and the videos and the yada yada news and whatnot. But that was my experience north of the border, north of Flint. From my dad's professional plumber experience, what can you do? You got to clear out the sewer systems all the way north to Canada. It's got to be a job all the way north to Canada. It's not just Michigan. Starts up from like all that southern border of that Ontario, Canada to Michigan and yada yada. And how about the lake and whatever? What's going on with it and yada yada. There's because there's gravity, right? It's pulling everything. They say it's South America. There's North America. You got the northern hemisphere, the southern hemisphere, or whatever. That's what they're saying in science. So Ontario's in the northern hemisphere, and they say gravity pulls down to the south, right? So something you see that what I'm saying there. So it's got to start up north because I witnessed it. The same issues you were having down south, you were up north too, starting right there. But I've been up even more north, and it's not up more north. I know where exactly where it starts. Windsor, da da da, Essex, da da da, yada. Because I think it's got to do with prostitution. I think it's got to do with another. There's a high prostitution rate, and it was I believe, you know, they say that's why they say I'm law enforcement. I've witnessed some things because I'm getting older. As you get older, believe it or not, you happen to witness things. And there was a fetus that went down the toilet or whatever. And lo and behold, listen, this lady's not with me. But next thing I know, the toilet's clogged up. But it had me to this theory because the landlord and everything was like, "Oh my gosh, the toilet's clogged up. You did it." And I said, "I didn't do it." And I said, "The only person that was in there was the girl and your girlfriend or whatever." Right? We're not saying no names or nothing. This is for the benefit of the water system. And it's like it not only clogged the toilet, but it had me theorize. I'm like, well, if it could clog a toilet, maybe some of the smaller ones or what have you got into the sewer system and it's all backed up. Unbelievable. Okay? And that is the adult of Flint. The reality. Go and see it for yourself. During a summertime, you'd see the walkers for sure. If you're thinking that, but it could be more than that. And then with it, and then it was also the sewer system was quite older up to starting. You got to redo the sewer thing all the way from Canada into Michigan, yada yada. Uh, Comparative to that Rome, that's what fell Rome, eh? Wasn't it something to do with? Wasn't it something to do with? The sewer? Yeah, something to do with their sewer. They can go in and redo these sewers. There's guys that do it. I've seen it done. They go in there. They can even bust it out and redo it completely. They can add a whole new wall. Under the wall, it'll be a tighter sewer. They can paint it. I've seen videos, all types of videos. Who knows what they could do with it? You could have to talk to a sewer professional. Look at this sewer. I'm no sewer professional. I'm the guy who watched the sewer professional do his job and kind of enjoyed it and then can sort of tell you what it is, but you'd have to ask the actual guy or whatever. That's who I am. But that's a guy, believe it or not. And look at this one. Look at this one. It's even got copper conduit things in it or something. Yeah. Ooh, look at this. It's an old toilet style toilet or whatever. Here's them building the original sewers. This one's a good one. Obama would like this one. Because I'm all with Obama. And you see the drinking water, it's clear. Because it's not all the time. And it could be weather conditions, it could be earthly other conditions, as uh, who knows, the rotation of the earth, who knows what the heck. It could just be all backed up and there's no guys that are going into it. It's so damn nasty in there. You'd have to pay big, 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 big money to have people go in there and do it because nobody's going to do it unless you're talking big, big money. Stinky situation, right? You're clearing out sewers. But I've heard that before. You don't clear them out. You don't clear, and there is a way to clear them out. There's controlled sewer fires. That one would be gigantic. Ooh, I even heard of one that even burnt a city down or something like that. That one would be gigantic because, and I could hear the methane gas from here. Like the methane, like there's controlled sewer fires, but that one's so big. Like the mess inside. There's so much waste, so much other stuff, so much methane gas, so much of all that. You're talking too big of a fire, possibly. There's been historical sewer fires, uh, historical one or what have you, but there's been historical ones. Look at this one. Right up in the city. Right up in the city. There's even been cities that catch on fire from these ones. There's been even ones that catch on fire with these ones. Thatcher wastewater sewer plant fire. Look at this one. Holy hell. Anyways. Shout out to all our firefighters. My uncle is a firefighter or a retired one. I don't know if he's retired or if he's still. And you know who else was? My other uncle now passed on, Uncle Floyd. Uncle John and Uncle Floyd were both firefighters. Uncle Floyd even has his certification, sorry, from Brampton or whatever it is, EMTs. And then my other uncle, who's still alive, he is also a firefighter, and he's got a friend that died firefighting, and he's got a tattoo for that on his arm. It's like I give enough respect, but I got it. Like if I'm trying to sleep, or well, I think that's how everyone was. Everybody was trying to sleep, and they were all kind of like thinking about something or somebody or something, kind of like. talking crap or whatever. But that's how it's gotta be, doesn't it? Oh, yeah, right. Look at this. Oh, unbelievable. I don't want to see fires anymore. I like the picture of this one. But that's a flood. That ain't funny. All right. Got construction workers. Who do you think's the foreman here? I'd say this guy or this woman. Either this woman or this guy. Probably this woman's the foreman. Did you know a woman can be a foreman? Who knows? Committed to collections excellence. No, she don't look like the foreman. This guy's probably the foreman. She's something else. She's probably the one that owns the property or something. Yeah, this one was a flood. I haven't seen those trucks in a while. Down in Toronto, you see lots of these trucks. That reminds me of the smog in Toronto in that certain sector. It's not in all. It's not. That's not. I don't know if this picture's in Toronto, but there's certain sectors of Toronto where you see those little trucks or what have you, and it's sort of smoggy. And I don't particularly care for the smog. I stay on this side of the fence. The grass is always greener on the other side, though. Look at this. Yeah, yeah. Battalion chief.